You know, I hope I can look back on these videos in like 12 months, 2 years, 3 years, or whatever, and just be like, I'm glad that you got through this, Mel. You know what I mean? And you know, one of my biggest pains right now is my dad and my sister and my nieces and my auntie and my baby. Like, I've got a grief, but I've also got like this worry, and I know it's hard for me now, Natalie, but my dad, that's his whole life has been my mum. And you know, we've constantly FaceTiming, and people don't understand. Like, a lot of people must think, oh, you live in America, you can't be that close to your family. And I am. We always was. It never changed. The closeness never. If anything, me moving here brought us closer together, because the little moments we don't take for granted anymore. And every intricate of my life was my mum. Like, it ain't like I was in America living this life and like they was just my family. Like, no, there was a part of everything that I did. My mum was like, if I wanted my dad, I phoned my mum for me dad, like, you know what I mean? I would ask my mum to ask my dad, like, not that I speak to my dad, I love my dad for my heart, but my mum was the centrepiece for all of us. And it don't matter where you am in the world, like, I could be anywhere, I could be in the middle of a desert, the feeling wouldn't change, because that feeling will follow you. That love is there regardless. And you know, I can't even cry now. That's how I feel. Like, I feel numb. And you know, I know people, because I know people don't like me and they write about me online. It's kind of comes with fucking following, I suppose. But you have to understand that I know that millions of people every single day lose a parent, lose a sibling, lose their own child. Like, I know loss and grief is a part and will be a part. This one thing we can guarantee is that our life on earth ends. And I know the day my mum passed, millions of other people were sitting next to their mum as she was passing. But I don't feel that way. I feel like it's only us. Like, you can't see past your own pain. And it's hard to explain that. It's really, really hard to explain that feeling of aloneness. And I know that everyone deals with grief differently. And I can't even talk to Mark, my own husband. I can't even talk to him. I can sit here and talk on my own and reply to some of yous, but I can't even talk to my own husband. I can't. People would talk, like at work, people was talking to me. It was like I couldn't even hear what they was actually saying. I was just like in autopilot. Like, that's what I feel like. I mean, like the other day, I was on FaceTime when the flower woman come, and I was on the FaceTime sitting exactly where I am now, thinking, what do you mean we're picking flowers out for my mum's funeral? Like, I can't register that that's the situation that we're in. I can't do it. I have no recollection of this happening. It's weird, and I ain't saying, I know people think, oh, she wants his sympathy. I don't need any sympathy. My life's falling apart, man, I know this. But like, a problem shared is a problem halved. My mum always said that to me. And support is needed, ain't it? You need people to say that you're going to be alright sometimes. And all my family am, like my mate Sam, and you don't believe it, dear. And I know that this part now is the easier part. I know, like, in my head, I can already register this, because we've been so busy with all the things, arrangements, and, you know, finalising things have to be done. But it's when it stops, when the phone calls get less and less and less, when the funeral's over, and I come back, and my dad flies over, but he flies over without my mum. When Christmas is come, or a birthday, or when I need to just ask her something, like, because I do. I'm 33, but I've been joined to my mum's. I think I'm still on the cord, man, and I can't ring. And it's right now, I think is the easy part, and I think my body's gone into shutdown because I don't want to be prepared for the next part. I'd rather just act like it's going to happen. That's honestly what I feel like. Grief. And the thing is, I've lost both my nans and my granddad, and I love them so much because we were a close family, but nothing could have ever prepared me for losing my mum. Nothing in the world can, like, there's nothing. And even though I knew she was sick, my mum's always beat it. This is the thing. She's always won, and she couldn't win this time. And she died within 6 days. 6 days of me being in England. 6 days. And no one expected it. None of us expected that. The way it just went from boom. That was it. The fight, I couldn't fight no more. And I'm glad that she is suffering. And I'm glad that my mum ain't in pain. But nothing that don't bring me any comfort. You know why? I don't get comfort from that. Because she won 90. The pain and suffering shouldn't have been there in the first place. That's where my head car won't ever feel comfort from that. She shouldn't have been in pain. She should have been out and about doing what she loves to do, spending time with her grandkids and that, living her life. That's what she should have been doing. She shouldn't have been suffering. And it makes me, I'm angry because there's so many people that don't respect their own life or what they've got. They'll abuse their own bodies and just not care. And then you've got my mum, who's a good person, who wanted to leave that Tuesday when we heard it was stage 4. And I'll never ever forget her face. There's an image that I'll never get out of my head from looking around at her in the room. She wanted to leave. She wanted to leave. She wanted to be with us. She wanted to be alive. So I will never get any comfort from anything people say. Because I took comfort with me nan and my granddad, you know what I mean? That was old. They'd lived a life. You could say, you know what? We don't want them to go. No age is ever good enough because we want our loved ones with us. But when it's young and the younger, and they've fought so much, and they've beat so much, and it just keeps hitting them and hitting them and hitting them. You're just like, why? What the fuck's the point? Like, what the fuck is the point in any of this? There ain't no fucking point. It's just fucking ridiculous. That's how I feel about it. It's just bullshit. It's bullshit. She wanted to live. And we wanted her to. We wanted her with us. The world just don't feel the same. And I know I ain't the only one. I'd be selfish to think that I am, but I feel like it.